Good evening, everybody. It's once again Ted the Speed Learner, and I have yet reached another milestone. I have now been viewed 175,000 times, and believe me, that is no easy feat. You have to really thank everybody, and I do thank every single person that views me on a regular basis, and even if you don't, I still thank you anyway. Your viewership is very much appreciated here. I cannot tell you by how much. I may not always say it that way, but trust me, I do value everything you do and everything you comment to me. I value it. Whether it's a comment I like or a comment I dislike, I still value it because it lets me know that you're really paying attention. And that's very nice. Okay? The first person I wanted to speak to tonight was Jacob's Videos. I know I have not been putting up videos super quick on a regular basis. That is because of retail Christmas. Okay, I work in retail. Keep that in mind. And when you work in retail and you're having to deal with retail Christmas, your hours just get whacked. It's just that way. I'm sorry for that. I really am. I feel bad about that. But that's what happens. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I will do my best to get as many videos up here as I can, because I know there's a lot of people facing eviction, starvation, bullyism. They need these videos. I know how much they need them, and I will do my very best to get them up here. Now, before anybody says, well, gee, you don't really have 175,000 views, guess again. There it is. 175,686. And still climbing. So, yes, I do. Alright, now I'm going to speak to the next person. This is Vamp Diaries Fan 123. I really did appreciate your cat video. I love cats. I thought that was a cool trick that your cat can roll over on command. That's really cool. I thought the video was a little short, though. I would have loved to see more. And I would like to know a few other things about your cat. How old is your cat? When did you get your cat? What gender is your cat? What's the name of your cat? None of this is ever mentioned in your video. And I think it should have been. But anyway, I hope you answer those questions. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you for stopping by. Maybe you'll even subscribe to me. I'd love to have you. I really would. Anyway, the next people I will talk to is the Vlogbrothers. There were three things that upset me about your video. The first one was Disney. I'm sitting here going, oh, come on, please. You've already got Mickey Mouse. Now you've got the Muppets. And now you've got Star Wars. Isn't that enough? Give me a break. I've about had enough of this. But the second thing that really upset me even more than that was you guys were talking about don't forget to vote, don't forget to vote, and then you posted up on there, well, I got a special video for those of you who don't live in the United States and you can't vote in our election. And you were telling the Americans, well, don't watch that video. Well, guess what? I did watch your video, and I was not too impressed with it either. I thought it was a complete waste of time. But the thing that really ticked me off was you were telling people not to watch it if they lived in the United States. Let me tell you something. When I was a little kid, information was withheld from me. A lot of information. I didn't realize just how much until I started doing this YouTube channel. I can tell you just how much. Wow. 2,100 videos ought to tell you how much information has been withheld from me. And more is on the way. I'm going to shock the daylights out of all of you. You're going to be really surprised at how much information has been withheld from you too. I didn't like that. So, don't tell somebody, if you're an American, don't watch this video. I'm going to watch it anyway, and I will give you my feedback on it too. Don't play that game with me. But the third thing that really upset me about your video, when you were saying there, don't forget to vote, don't forget to vote, and then you didn't tell anybody where they were supposed to go to vote. You know, I did the one thing that nobody else apparently has the gumption to do. Well, I got a lot of gumption, I can tell you that. I actually put up a video and I was encouraging people, if you know where you're supposed to vote, put it down here so that nobody else has to either buy a dang newspaper, and I know some of those newspapers can be $1 to $3 a pop, or they have to scour the internet in the hopes they can find out where in the heck they're supposed to vote. And I told them, if you know where you're supposed to vote, put it down here in the comments section below. That way we can get you to where you're supposed to go to vote. Not much point in voting if you don't know where to go. But you didn't do that either. You're the Vlog Brothers, for Pete's sake. Get off your duff, get on that computer, you know how to search, find these places and put them down there so people know where the heck they're supposed to go to vote. That's crazy, and it's wrong. So there's my rant to the Vlog Brothers. Now, it does surprise me to some degree that well, first of all, before I get into that, let's first say I was a little surprised that I had done that Leia's room tour. I think it was Leia or Leah or something like that, and she never answered any of my questions. It's like, those were we got comments back saying those were legitimate questions, and yet she didn't answer a single one. Interesting. But what's even more interesting to me is with 500 regular subscribers, I was a little surprised to see that not one of them noticed how many views I'd had. Maybe some of them aren't used to me keeping track of certain milestones. That's okay, I understand that. If you haven't watched my channel for very long, of course you don't realize that I keep track of certain milestones, and I let you guys know about them. I mean, you know, when I made the 2100 video, I had made another video where I told you guys I had 500 subscribers, that kind of thing. Those are milestones. They're very important milestones. And I was just like a little surprised that nobody even noticed. Maybe now that you know that I notice things like that, maybe you'll be just as equally ready to notice things like that. Maybe a lot of you don't just go out and check out my main channel page. What's really interesting is that I've got all those playlists on my main channel page, and a lot of you guys don't go there to watch those videos first. You know, I made those playlists for a reason. I knew the education was more important than anything else, so I made the playlist so you guys would watch the education first. But a lot of people just don't go there, and I'm kind of surprised. I hear this a lot. Oh, your videos are boring, you're boring, you're boring. I'm only boring to those people that have a job. Let me tell you something. You're facing eviction, starvation, and bullyism. You are not bored by my videos. You're in a desperate situation, you're in a race against time, and these are the kinds of things you need. So, it's all a matter of who you are as to, you know. The thing is that when you're facing a situation like that, eviction, starvation, bullyism, let me tell you something. If you try to do something about your situation and fail, that's acceptable. But when you don't even try to do anything at all, that's not. If you watch my videos and your circumstances do not improve, contact me. Let me know. I'll work with you. I'll take you step by step. I'll be your best friend. I'll walk the whole distance with you until we get this situation straightened out. Now, this is not going to get you the highest paying job in the world. I didn't say that. But you could probably get a decent paying job knowing the information that I'm presenting here. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure of it. But you got to take the first step. Let me tell you something. I have yet to see the person who has watched all 2,100 of my videos and come back to me and said, hey, I still can't get a job. You do that, and I'll walk with you the whole way, and we'll get you a job. But you got to take the first step. You take the first step, I'll take the next. If after watching 2,100 of my videos you still can't get a job, then it's my fault, not yours. You can take the blame right off of you. But don't stand there and whine to me about you not getting a job until you've tried to do what I've showed you to do first. Alright? And finally, I will say on a slightly more positive note, I know about the Hurricane Sandy situation. It's awful. It's horrible. I'm sorry the kids can't go to school right now. However, if you do have power, despite the fact that your kids can't go to school yet, your kids can learn on my YouTube channel. There's plenty of educational. My gosh, the whole main channel page is full of educational videos. There is not one reason on this earth you guys can't learn. So, I say, have your kids watch my videos until they can get back to school. And I will do my best to continue educating until this situation is over with, and even afterwards, I'll continue educating. Alright? They have a better chance learning from me than not learning anything at all. Well, having said all that, I can pretty much say congratulations to myself for doing 175,000 views. And we do have a contestant in the Video Response Wars this week. And that's going to be pretty interesting. I haven't had a contestant in a while, and it's nice to see that we actually have a contestant in the Video Response Wars. Okay? So anyway, I know my wonderful light up here is flickering a little bit. I don't know why. Anyway, I will tell you more in a future video, so I want you to stay tuned.